Namaste. This morning, well, it's morning here. I'm going to do a workout that I do when I don't want to touch weights and I don't want to touch metal. And at 71, I need to lift weights. So that weight is going to be moi. I'm going to lift myself. I'm going to do some kick-ups against that wall behind me. I may or may not get into a handstand, but I'm not attached to the end result. So we'll see what happens. But before anything, one needs to warm up. I do anyway. So I'm going to do some stuff that's going to warm up my shoulders, my arms, my spine. Simple. And you can follow along. If you have shoulder issues and you're unable to do this kind of a movement, probably want to go and get something that looks like this, either a belt. This is a specific belt that we use in yoga. You can make loops and do all kinds of nice things with it to help us stretch. I'm going to use this as a demo, and you can also use something near you, maybe the belt of your robe. That's always a good thing to do. All right, let me take these specs off. And first we'll start with some mindful breathing, taking some nice breaths in and out through our nostrils, allowing the body to take in and to release. And as we breathe, noticing in our own bodies where the breath is touching that may feel a little constrictive, tight, areas maybe that feel numb, or maybe areas that feel absolutely open and glorious. Just taking a note, assessing your own body this morning. Good. And then on the next breath, we'll release. Now, if you're going to use a belt, you would take it now and you would bring your arms over your head. When you're holding the belt as a prop, you want to keep your hands a little bit wider than your arms. In other words, you don't want to be here. You want to have your hands a little bit closer and pulling on the belt like that. So you're actually pulling. You're not going to allow it to be slack. You'll pull on it, creating that tightness. And you don't want to be here. You want to have your hands close to your body and pull. So see how there's a little space that gets created when you pull? And so that's going to keep your upper chest and your upper back open, which will help when we start to do our kick-ups. Okay? So I'm going to put this aside. And for those of you who are not using the belt, you won't use it. You'll just use your arms. So feet together, toes together. Make sure your toes are facing forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, push into your feet, lift up from your feet so that you feel that you're becoming taller. Take another breath in. Begin to turn the palms up towards the sky, letting the shoulder rotate in the shoulder area. Keep breathing, and slowly, as you bring your arms up, you're creating this pulling tension on both sides, with your body staying in the middle, and you're reaching your fingers out. Can you feel that? Now keep reaching your fingers out in opposite direction as you bring your arms up. Come up to a comfortable position, which might be here, or it might be higher. And as you continue to reach, remember your feet. Press into the earth. Feel your heels and your toes and the outside of your foot and the inside of your foot. Feel in contact with the earth, and continue to pull your arms apart and reach up. And then with an exhale, relax your shoulders down and keep that lengthening through your arms and fingertips, creating this stretch right around the rib area, the belly area, Reinforce that pressing down into the earth, lifting up from the crown of the head, relaxing the shoulders down, pulling the arms apart as if, and reaching up. And then as you exhale, don't just drop everything out. You've worked so hard to get here, right? So continue to lengthen and reach, and then slowly turn your palms down towards the floor. Continue to reach in opposite directions. I'm going to exaggerate, as if somebody on either side of you is pulling you, and you're holding it at your core to stay steady, to keep your spine straight. Slowly breathing in and out, slowly breathing in and out, slowly breathing in and out. And only once your arms touch the sides of your body, then relax and release. Now that's like lifting weights, no? I mean, I certainly can feel it, and I can definitely feel the vibration, the prana, let's call it, or vibration or energy. The muscles are definitely working. Okay, let's try it again. See if you can remember some of the cues. I know you can't remember all of them. This time I'm going to do it with a belt for those of you who are using a belt. Breathing in, breathing out, grounding through the feet, being aware of your feet on the ground. Breathing and lifting the arms up. So with the belt, you're coming forward. You're not reaching out to the side, but you're still pulling on that belt as if you want to break it in half. Breathing, reaching, reaching, and breathing. Tuck that tailbone under, lift the front of the pelvis up, press through the feet, lift, relax your shoulders down, eyes soft, relax your face, smile. You can still be happy while you're working. And as you come down, don't let it all drop like you're falling down. Keep working. Stretch that belt. Stretch your arms. Trying to be pulled from side to side. Pretend. Slowly breathing and lowering, breathing and lowering. Don't give up. You're doing great. Don't give up until you touch your arms to your side. And then relax. I don't know about you. I got a little sweat going on. Okay, let's put this to the side. Straighten out my mat. Okay, we'll do a series of warm-ups, which is the warrior and goddess pose. And so here we go. We're going to take an inhale, exhale, step one leg forward, come into your forward warrior pose. Not going to stay here long. Breathe in, breathe out, step. Then we're going to step over to the side, coming into a squat position. Step back, other leg forward, warrior. Step back, go over to the opposite side. Now, as you do this, don't do this. Be straight down the middle. Know where your body is. If you go over to the side, you're going to feel a lightness on this leg. If you don't have a mirror, that's how you're going to realize that you're leaning. So keep the body straight, feel the weight evenly on your legs. Breathe in, come together. Let's figure out if you want to start with one leg and then with the other leg. I'm going to start with one leg. Inhale, exhale, step. Inhale, exhale, back. Inhale, exhale, step into goddess. Inhale, exhale, back. Inhale, exhale, other leg, warrior. Inhale, together. Inhale, exhale, step. Inhale, exhale, together. Here we go. First side we started with, and back, and open, and back. Other leg forward, and back. Open other side, and back. The side we began on, back, open, back. Forward, other leg, back, and open, and back. Woo, feel that? That's good. Okay, Now that we got warmed up, I'm going to try to kick up. Obviously, if you've got shoulder issues and you're not supposed to put weight on them, don't do this. Skip the video, go somewhere else. But if you don't have shoulder issues, if you're actively lifting weights and can support your body when you're doing something like downward dog position or even being on your fours, then you can do this. If you've had carpal tunnel syndrome, issues with your wrists, avoid this, okay? Move on to the next video. Here we go. Ready? So the idea is that we're going to get close enough to the wall so that we can kick. And if by chance we happen to kick all the way up, we have something behind us to stop us from doing a walkover. You may or may not get there. I may or may not get there, but it's nice to have that security. And make sure whatever you're leaning against doesn't have anything jutting out like nails or precious paintings or pictures that you could knock over. So you want your space safe. I'm going to kick up in between the doors where there's nothing here. I'm going to kick up a few times with one leg, and then I'm going to kick up with the other legs. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it sideways so you can see. This is your downward dog position, right? So I'm going to take and shift my hips forward so that my weight is over my arms, and look at my feet. See how I'm up on my tippy toes? That's what I'm going to work on. Come back onto the heels, tip forward onto the tippy toes so the weight's over the arms, and back. I'm going to do that 5 times. So go close to the wall, come into your downward dog position. Lift your hips up, bring your hips forward towards the wall, and you might feel the back of your head against the wall. That's okay. And then back onto your heels. 2, come forward, tippy toes. And 3, and 4, and last one, up onto the tippy toes, back, and down. Okay, not bad, right? Just kind of rocking, and you're getting used to putting weight on your arms. So this is more about feeling safe and secure in your own body, that you're able to support yourself. Because it's kind of scary going upside down, especially if you're not used to using your arms in that way. Your arms are basically becoming like your legs. And you know, you're used to being on your legs, no problem, right? When you start to transfer it to your arms, it can be another story. So we want to build some confidence in ourselves with that. If that's all you want to do today, chill out, lay down, relax. If you want to go further, let's look at the next step. So the next step will be a kick. So I'm not going to really kick high because I don't have the wall behind me. I'm going to go to the first step, which is bring my hips forward and my weight over my arms. And then I'm going to take one leg and I'm just going to kick up. Kick up. And as I kick up, see how it makes my other leg light? As I kick, my other foot comes off the floor. So this leg that's kicking is reaching up, just like we did with our arms. One of my legs, like my arms, is reaching up towards the ceiling. And that's going to lighten this leg. Eventually, it's going to feel so light here that we'll both be able to do a handstand. I'm not sure I'm going to do that today. So we're going to do that 5 times on one side, and then we're going to switch and do it on the other. I don't care which leg you start with, whichever one you want. And I'll show you what it looks like against the wall for support. So come into the downward dog, rock the hips forward, tippy toes. Do that a couple of times. And then I'm going to kick with one leg. 1, 2. And all the times that I'm doing this, I'm looking at my arms. 4 and 5. So when you kick up, Look at your arms. Don't look in between your arms and drop your head. Your head weighs 10 to 12 pounds. So if you drop your head, it's going to be harder to lift that leg. So keep looking at your arms when you're upside down. And then we'll do it with the other side. Here we go. Tippy toes. And other leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The other leg felt light enough, so I brought it up. Definitely your heartbeat's going. Having a little bit of shortness of breath. Definitely feeling the heat. And it's good for menopause, post-menopause. It's just great. And it makes you feel confident, like you're strong. You can do this. You can support yourself. So we're going to end class here. Feel free to lay down and relax, but I'm going to end here so that you can get on with your day. And I'll see you next time. Keep practicing now. Get strong. See you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to subscribe.